Salutations! It's 11 o'clock somewhere, so let's get this party started. Let's, should we try our weekly discovery? Alright, Brent, let's look at this. Let's hit this button. Weekly discovery playlist. Oh. Oh. I like pie. Pie's delicious. Hey, D! Good morning. Welcome to this morning stream, my friend. Alright. Hello, hello, hello. Let's get a bad roll out of the way. 25, let's roll high. 1,000. Okay. Wow. That wasn't as bad as it could have been. Running Butcher's Path on Sarlona. Nice. Gonna be high enough level to carry me to the end game before you know it. Alright, boys and girls, cats and dogs, children of all ages, we've made our arrows. We are clicking resistance box.
Hello.
Hey, morning, Wit Dog. Thought you said you were working today.
I am. I got sent home for a break because I might be covering someone's shift at 2.
Uh-huh. How lovely for you.
Yar.
Let's see, we're level 16. We did a lot of these 15s already. I'm gonna do a litany because I want to. And if people make it, awesome. If people don't make it, less awesome. But I'm gonna do it anyway. So what's up on the old Wit Dog agenda?
Disappointment.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Anything?
I gave one of my students his free solo written test today.
Okay.
And he failed it spectacularly.
Ooh. That's no bueno.
No bueno, especially given the fact that he had a copy of the test and the answers from, so...
Yeah, as a person who, like, I was always pretty okay at my written tests, but I struggle with the practical. Like, I'm fine as like, I'm a good pilot, but like, even Bill Gross would tell you that I'm a better than average pilot, but I get, I guess, nervous when it comes to the practicals.
Yeah,
Maybe this guy's just bad at taking tests. Yeah, no, yeah, I remember I screwed something up bad enough to fail a practical right away at the very beginning of the test. And, I don't even remember what it was. Answered some question incorrect and let Bill distract me through blowing through something I shouldn't have, basically, would be my guess.
Yeah.
And, or something I knew that I was expecting, but it still flustered me to the point that it screwed me up. Anyway, And he tells me, he goes, by the way, you just blew the thing that, you know, so now this is pretty much over. You want to keep taking everything else, or do you want to just go back? I was like, no, we'll keep going. We'll keep going. And as soon as that pressure was off, I flew everything else perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, I mean, that's what he said. He's like, man, if you could just not be nervous for the first 5 minutes of what you're doing. I'm like, well, I just don't know you very well. You want to go to dinner and a movie? Get to know each other better?
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know what else I can do for you besides giving you what
All the
you're gonna be
answers.
asked,
Yeah.
and then giving you what the answers for what you're gonna be asked, and talking over them, explaining them.
No, probably nothing.
And like I do my best to like not just give them like, hey, here's the answer. I go in depth and go like, okay, this is why this is what this is.
Right. Yeah, it's always better to know how to solve the answer.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I knew a guy who just memorized the whole test booklet. Just sat down and click, 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 click.
That's one way to do it. Hey, if you pass, you pass.
Yeah, I'm always shocked and amazed when people can do that. But I've never been particularly good at remembering stuff like that. But I can tell you how to solve the problem. I can get to the answer really quick. But like if there's things that are close, like oh man, it could be. But it's all about that practical in my brain.
Like the thing that was irritating is like, so like when I gave him a quote unquote study guide before and we went over all the stuff that he got wrong, like come back to the test today and like everything he didn't get right, he got it wrong in the exact same way that he got it wrong on the study guide. So it's like, you even study and look over the correct stuff.
And he said,
I mean, I didn't actually ask him that, but
I mean, if he's getting something wrong again, that means he doesn't understand. Well, either he doesn't understand something, or like you inferred, he didn't study for it. He may just not understand something.
no, like so as an example, one of the things was, okay, so what are the VFR or the fuel requirements for a flight VFR daytime? And
Destination plus like an hour.
and let on the study guide he put down, you gotta have 35 minutes of fuel. And so I was like, okay, that's not right. The answer is you have to have enough fuel at your cruise burn rate to get to your first point of intended landing, plus 30 minutes extra.
30 minutes, not an hour. Okay.
Okay. And so, come back today, right on the test, How much fuel do you need for a VFR daytime flight? 35 minutes of fuel.
He must have got that in his head somewhere. Like, that just feels like something that somebody has put in his brain and he doesn't know how to get it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like someone told you 2 + 2 is 5, and you just can't... Like, you know the answers. He's probably sitting there going, man, I don't think this is right, but this is the only answer I can remember. I might just be making excuses for your guy, too. I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't study.
That's my day so far.
Part of the reason why I didn't want to be a flight instructor. Did you ask how my day was? My day's been okay, except for I woke up a little early, which is not that big of a deal, really. But excuse me. Woke up early and forgot to deal with some stuff over the weekend that I should have dealt with. Which is a bigger deal. I found out that when we scheduled our PPTQ, our upcoming event, it's they moved the RPTQs to that weekend, so now we're gonna have to move our PPTQ probably. And then in addition to that, Wizards of the Coast is removing the PPTQ and instead just putting in a straight up qualifier. But each of the stores have to like fight over the slots that they're going to give out. They're not giving every store a slot. So it's going to make it more special, which I'm okay with, but it's also going to... Why did I not do this earlier? But it's also going to make...
Make it harder to access.
Yeah, because they're only going to give so many stores per region an event.
Right.
So, because where we're located, obviously in the more of a rural Kansas setting, we don't have the same turnout as like people who are in Kansas City get. So, it's like, even though we are on the interstates and we have a big enough shop to accommodate quite a few people, well over 80 probably. If we suspect 80 people are going to show up, we could adjust things in such a way we can have quite the large pile of people. But our last two events have been 40-ish people, and I'm just afraid that if they give like 3, let's just say they go by state. They said region, but let's just pretend state is what they meant to say.
Yeah.
So if they give 3 to the people in the state, right, there's technically 2 major shops in Kansas City. One is technically in Missouri. So there's a chance that that would not be a problem. But it's a pretty small chance.
But then you also got like Wichita as well.
Wichita's got a relatively large shop. Manhattan obviously is they're doing a great job. They work with us on a lot of their events. But their last couple of PPTQs haven't been much better than ours. They've been about the same. A couple more. We've got a couple of our local players who went to their event but didn't come to ours, which really kind of bothers me a lot. But whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think Velo said that he's basically on his way, boys and girls. I think that's what he said. He says, just woke up, give me a minute. So yeah, I'm annoyed. And I was thinking about that and didn't deal with the stuff I needed to do, other stuff I needed to deal with over the weekend. Don't do it. Don't do it. Really don't have to fight you guys the whole day. Fine. So, how's my spirit animal today? She feeling better?
She's fine. She's off at school.
Good.
She woke up in a relatively good mood today, so that was nice.
Alright, let's see if we can successfully dodge the respawns here. So, Litany of the Damned, which is the quest I happen to be running right now, is one of my favorite quests for a lot of reasons. One, I think it's really varied, even though it's like one main quest and then it's got like essentially 4 quests after you're done with it, in the way the optionals work. So for those of you out there who are not really familiar with the Litany chain, I would recommend checking it out. I think it's one of the most interesting quests in the game. It's got some of the best XP per minute. Not the best, but quite a bit. And it's got some of the most interesting loot, and also that's how you flag for the Abbot raid, which is definitely one of the cooler quests in DDO land. I hate it when my stealth is not high enough to do what I want it to do. Man, maybe I should have taken Undeath to Death after all, I don't know. So, I'm not 100% sure if the extra 5% XP bonus is gonna, for VIPs, is gonna trickle around through today or not. I kind of hope so. Not just because I didn't really play over the weekend. And would love to see some extra free XP for me. But, because I'm not sure if Standing Stones will be taking this holiday off. Part of me suspects that some people probably did, but probably not everybody. Alright, and then just to make sure that my migraine-addled brain knows what I'm doing. I'm pulling up Grimm's DDO Puzzle Solver, which you guys can check out right here. It's under DDO Puzzles in pretty much every store, and it's designed to primarily be used on your phone, but I use it on my computer. And you simply hit the big button that says Litany Questions. I always do like just answers and just pick one. Let's say Sinus spawn today. Not going to do optionals today. So, Emerald Claw, Stand, Destroy, I would not trade it, Deliver it to Wall, I think would Ransacked, Broken, Forget, If the Black Abbot, the Destroyer, They Lack a Will, which is what I thought, Red or White, Tell the Adventurers they can do whatever, we're gonna go see Sinus, and then we should have a gravity related incident. Bloop. So according to this, it took me 14 minutes, which is pretty reasonable for 40,000 XP. I mean, 45 divided by 14 is how many? 3, so 3,000 XP per minute. That's a pretty reasonable rate of XP per minute. Whew. So did you do anything exciting this weekend, Mr. Witty?
Oh, I picked up a trip down to San Marcos yesterday.
Nice.
And we did a bunch of cleaning on Saturday.
Less nice, but I guess you gotta be...
Any day together. I can get my wife to help me clean is a wonderful day.
Oh. It was like that in the Witty household.
Yeah.
Well, we had a house guest this weekend. Remington came home for Friday, Saturday, spent the night, Friday night, Saturday night, hung out with us most of the weekend. Went back to the dorms Sunday afternoon. I got some story, but we'll get to it in a minute. He's crazy. But we were going to... I asked him to stay Friday to help me get the backyard back under control, because he didn't mow this summer like he normally would. So we've got a bunch of like tall weeds and stuff sprouting along the back fence of the backyard and stuff. And I was back there and I noticed that there's like this big sticker patch growing. And to really deal with the sticker patch like that, we're gonna have to like chop down those sticker plants and burn the sticker plants once they dry out. So we have to like put them in a cardboard box and blah 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 to get rid of them. So I'm like, man, if we can get some help on that and get the yard mowed, it'd make a big difference. You know, because we lost a duck a couple of weeks ago. I think part of the reason that the animal that's coming into my yard feels like they can do that is because the way the backyard is overgrown right now.
Gotta keep that tall grass down if you don't want any Pokemons.
Exactly. So we had big plans to do that this weekend. Was a big storm came in Friday, and it has rained pretty much non-stop since Friday night, and it's supposed to rain through Wednesday. So let's just say we got nothing done. But the other part of the reason Remy stayed was to watch the new Ant-Man movie with us.
Mm-hmm.
Which he did. He enjoyed. You know, we put it up on the projector and he liked it. But then the wife and he were watching Survivor, and they saw a Venom movie ad, and they decided that we were going to go watch Venom on Saturday also.
I'm sorry.
Well, I was looking forward to seeing it too. Apparently, I don't know if you've heard the whole story or not yet, but we were excited to go. We showed up about half an hour, 45 minutes before the movie was to start. We went to this little little cafe at the mall to get something to eat, put in our order, and the movie had started before we had gotten our order.
That sucks.
So we were like, yeah, can we just get this to go? Because I'm like, hey, you know, AMC lost their lawsuit saying that they can't have outside food and drink. So they can't stop us from just taking this in there real quick. And if we keep it kind of, you know, not obvious that we're eating outside food, it shouldn't be a big deal, you know? And we walk in there, we start to head in, and this girl who was like all smiley and happy to see us and blah 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 was like, Tanya went past her with her food in her hand, and Remington was holding my drink in his drink, and I had his food in my food, and I was kind of holding them where the food was behind him. You know, like I was using him to break the line of sight of the food or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
She had no problem with Tanya going past her with food and her drink in her hand. But because I had two food trays, Remington eventually moved in such a way that she saw and she like freaked out. And as soon as she started freaking out, Tanya started freaking out. And then the woman like yelled for her manager, and her manager heard her employee like freaking out, ran over, started freaking out. And I'm just like trying to calmly talk to everybody. I'm like, there's no reason to be all worked up here. Like, this is not that big of a deal. Everyone just take a breath and calm down. And I start to explain the lawsuit to this manager, and the manager just starts screaming at me. Just screaming. And I'm like, you know what? I take it back. If you don't want us here, it's fine. And which of course made Tanya really mad. Because Tanya's like, I want to watch this movie today, and you just told them that it doesn't matter, and we'll just leave. And I'm like, it's not what I said. I said it wasn't worth getting a screaming match over in the middle of the mall. So I'm like, just go get our money back, and if they give you any trouble, then I'll throw a big fit. And so she goes up, tries to get the money, and the guy's like getting the money back, and he apparently asks her, he goes, XYZ restaurant? She goes, yes. He goes, yep, that's happened to me. How long did it take? And she's like, 40 minutes or whatever. He's like, wow, that's even slow for them or whatever. So like the guy who was working the register understood exactly, but obviously he wasn't gonna like get in his boss's face over it. But yeah, I was pretty annoyed. So then the wife is like, it's 10 o'clock, or there's a 10 o'clock showing. After she mellowed after she calmed down. This is the difference between, I think, some people and me. I won't get as angry in the moment, right? But I'll hold that anger for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'm like, no, I'm gonna go into the theater today. Like, we can try going on Tuesday when it's buy one, get one half price or whatever, or buy one, get one free tickets. Whatever it is, the 2-for-1 tickets. But we're not paying full price to go to the movie theater there again. And she's like, but, I'm like, no. They're done. And I tweeted at them. Because we're premium members. Like with AMC. And I was just like, this is so annoying. Not only am I considering not going back to your theater, but I'm also considering dumping the premium service. I'm also considering not going back to your theater anymore. And they tweet me. They're like, "Oh my God, tell us what happened." I'm just like, no, because you'll probably side with your manager, even though she was screaming. They were literally screaming at my wife. And I don't mind them, like, getting up to a yelling match or whatever if they need to. But they were just screaming at each other to start with, like, from zero.
Wunderbar.
Sorry, word text messages. Again, with the arena changes, stuff are all... Anyway, I'm dealing with arena mess right now too, so apologies. Also part of the reason why we're just like running explorers and stuff. We're waiting for V-Love. He should be on any second. He's in the AFK channel right now, so he's probably getting his S together for the day. Oh man, the drama.
Drama llama.
Alright. Hopefully that's the last of the Drama Llama going milk me for a little bit here. Yeah, I have to say this week's music mix is pretty good, actually. A lot of songs I haven't heard in a while, but do thoroughly enjoy. Oh, we found Jukri. Anyway, so long story short, hopefully we'll go see Venom on Tuesday. Is my hopes. It's getting good reviews. Apparently it crushed the box office. Which, I mean, to be fair,
I heard
Avatar...
it had a lower Rotten Tomatoes score than Suicide Squad.
Yeah, but Suicide Squad, why not a good movie? It was still a fun ride.
I do not intend to spend money on that movie.
Oh! You wouldn't spend $5 for you and your wife to go watch it together?
Nope.
Wow, that's low. I don't know. I don't want to say high hopes for it, but I don't know. My disappointment was that it's PG-13. Because in my mind, Venom is not a PG-13 hero. Especially not the Eddie Brock Venom. The Flash Thompson Venom, sure. Flash Thompson Venom could be...
My disappointment is, how do you make a movie introducing Venom without Spider-Man?
I don't think you have to necessarily.
You kinda do.
I mean, so I would agree it's hard, but I think if you can just move beyond the origin part of it, because to me, I'm tired of origin movies. Right? That's
right, but
so like
the whole reason, like, Venom looks like it does.
Well, not looks like it does, but it has the powers that it has.
Well, that too, but like it's the first incarnation of the symbiote was when he took over Peter Parker and based his look off of the Spider-Man costume.
Yeah, I mean, yes,
and that
sort of
carried over to Venom when he moved to Eddie Brock.
Yeah, when Spider-Man's costume got damaged during the Secret Wars, he got what he thought was a new, cooler costume. And then it turned out that, you know, that costume also increased a lot of his powers in a lot of ways, and then, yeah. No, I don't disagree. But at the same time, knowing how they've not rewritten, but how they've done they have like an awesome name like Clamar or something like that, is the race that the symbiotes are. But how they like rewritten or filled in that background story on that race, kind of makes sense to me. How they could probably get away with changing it in such a way that it doesn't matter as much.
I don't like it.
Well, I understand. It could definitely be weird.
But that's just my opinion, and I am one person. And if you want to go see it and enjoy it, then more power to you, sir.
I mean, I appreciate it. I'm gonna go see it. Hopefully, I'll enjoy it. But I agree. My concern with the movie is not the origin story. All right, like I can move past. Even though the movie is essentially a giant origin story, like I can understand them retconning the origin story with a slightly different beginning to rewrite it without Superman or Spider-Man, without Spider-Man being the originator of the powers or whatever. My concern is that they're going to introduce the Carnage character, and I really feel like as long as the characters are semi-true to who they are, and by semi-true I mean mostly accurate to who they are, I can let a lot of stuff slide. Right? But if they are not who they are, then I'd be really upset. And if they introduce a Carnage character that is not the psychopath Cassidy, I will lose my S. And I don't understand how you can have a movie like that without Carnage as a villain, without and keep it true to the character and make it PG-13. It doesn't mean it can't have, like, one of the other symbiotes in it. If they need another symbiote villain. But... Alright, so this song's a little less great. I don't know. Again, it might just turn into one of those movies like Suicide Squad. It was fun to watch the first time. My wife makes me buy because she really loves it, and then I just say okay. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, I think... I watched Suicide Squad in the theater, and I thought it was fun. But I could have never watched it again after that, and it probably been fine. But I think my wife asked me to buy it when it came out, and then she asked me to watch it with her once after we bought it. So I think I watched it a second time. But that's half a time more than I need to watch it. You know what I mean? Like, there's some really excellent scenes in the movie. Some really enjoyable moments, but almost 100% of them are either Harley Quinn or Gator scenes. The rest of the movie I can pretty much leave. Well, I take it back. I really like... he also was the guy in Altered Carbon. I can't think of his name. But he was the army guy in Suicide Squad. The guy in charge of everything. I thought he did a really good job, too.
Army guy.
Yeah, exactly. That's how memorable he was. He was army guy. But, I thought he did a really good job in his role. Wow, this is a version of this I've not heard before. It's supposed to be like a live version or something. An awful lot of country twang in this version. It's not bad though. So what is the next big movie on your desire list then, or your? Is it the? Oh, what is it? Mortal Machines? Is it Battle Angel? Is it?
Probably the only thing I'm really waiting for right now is Captain Marvel.
God, see, there's so many more. Like those two for sure on my short list.
I mean, Battle Angel, I'm somewhat looking forward to.
Oh man.
I never read the actual source material, so
I have not read
it.
the source material either. But it is my favorite non-Guyver anime. I don't know if you've watched it.
Yeah, I've never seen the anime either, so
I think I have it. I think I have it bookmarked on my web browser. 1 second.
Stitch Fix.
I do. Copy video URL. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and post this in the chats here. That doesn't mean go run off and watch it now, please. Did it show up in the Twitch chat, Witty?
I'm not on Twitch right now, so
Okay, I will stick it in the general for you then.
gracias.
There you go, buddy. I have
mean,
a bad feeling.
what I've read about the anime and the manga, I mean, it sounds good.
Yeah, like I said, it's one of my favorite. It's probably my favorite anime ever, which is probably part of the reason I can't fall in love with a lot of these other animes, because I watched this one first and I just feel like it's so good. But it's also that world that I really like.
Or you just haven't watched enough anime.
Well, there's probably some of that too. But I watched my share of anime. I usually, when I'm in the mood to watch an anime, I watch it and I enjoy it, but it's not something I'm like, oh, I gotta watch the second half. But I enjoy the worlds, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I know there's another one that I actually recently learned of that I'm going to have to check out. There's a guy who is real big in aviation. So he like draws these fantastical planes in all of his anime. And I just learned about another one the other day that I wanted to check out. Like he's been, I can't think of his name right now, but I know he's got a couple of animes that have been on my radar for a little while. And learned of another one last week. Not enough that I actually remember what it was, but hey Titan. It's gotten cold and you don't like it. Well, welcome to winter time, my friend. We're gonna go from hot to cold. There's no fall. Fall is for the weak. Yeah, Ben was complaining that it was snowing yesterday. Witty's favorite time of the year.
Welcome to North Dakota.
Yeah.
Snow happens.
Well, to be fair, out of all of us, Ben's probably the most prepared for snow. Like, he drives that Jeep.
I mean, Ben's probably the most prepared for anything out of all of us.
That's fair. Although Tobrella's been doing a pretty good job of keeping himself prepared.
Except for, like, maybe having a stable, functioning relationship.
Well,
But beyond that,
so to be fair, compared to his last relationship, this one is basically stable.
yeah, this one's doing great so far.
Yeah.
And I hope it keeps that way.
I hope that he is happy and in a good place. That is the extent to what I will put out there. As long as he's happy, I'm happy. If reality ever sets in and he realizes this woman doesn't have the same worldview as he has, then I don't think it's going to continue to be a happy world for him. Because I know the guy, and the guy wants a family. And he's trying to convince himself it's okay that he doesn't have a family because he likes this girl, but I think at the end of the day, he wants to be a papa, so he can experience the things that he missed with his papa.
Yeah.
It's a strong drive to have kids, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, as long as he can, I think that's the main crutch of their relationship where they're going to struggle.
She has kids already?
No. She
No?
does not want kids. I think it was something that her previous relationship kind of turned her against the idea or the notion or something. And I understand her previous relationship was a tough one, so I give her a lot of slack.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
He's not getting
also
a lot younger.
when somebody like that finds a good relationship, that can also change.
Right. So, and I'm not saying that he can't do the similar things that he wants to do with, like, by being a big brother or some sort of other outreach type program. Get his get that thing done, but like, he's become a big hiker and stuff like that, camper, specifically because he wanted to do that kind of stuff with his child. You don't just learn a new hobby and stuff like that. Like, you don't go in depth in those kind of things if it's not serious. In my experience. Buy gear, pack up, do lots of trips. So, I don't know, like I said, hopefully they'll either work out another arrangement or something weird will happen. I mean, maybe they'll break up for every other weekend and he'll go out and have a party for one weekend and come back with a kid 9 months later. You laugh, but I know a guy that's how his family started. Right now he's got I think like a 2-year-old daughter or something like that, almost 2, and he loves it. It's the thing that he was missing. Like, his daughter does a really good job of centering and keeping him on the right path. Kids do that. Or can do that. Let's revise.
Yeah.
There can also be other problems, like right now, I think my mother and my brother are on a vacation with their significant others and each other. Like, would you go on like a 2-week vacation with your mom and her and your dad, I guess?
I don't know.
And
Like,
your
it
wife?
just kind of depends on like what the vacation was.
I think they went to South Carolina for something.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
It's not like a cruise, I don't think. I
Yeah,
think it's,
like if it was a cruise, then I could see that, but
yeah, I don't think it's a cruise. Like, at first I thought they went somewhere in the north east.
What's up? I'm logging in a second here.
Alright, man. But, yeah, I'm not sure. So I'm trying my best not to XP past everybody, but this is the problem. I have a schedule that I stick to, and people are late. I deferred I'm gonna XP past everybody.
I got that greater pot going, so
Yeah, that will help.
Greater Slayer pot up.
Yeah, that'll help. I know, I was just doing this while I was waiting for you because you said that you were like 10 minutes out.
Yeah, I woke up and I was like, ooh. First I woke up early and I was like, oh, that smell like breakfast, bacon and all that good stuff. I'm like, nice. Someone's cooking in the house besides me for a change. And I forgot, like, oh shoot, I forgot. Yammy's still here. She stayed the night. So then 2 minutes later, I hear, like, oh, that breakfast is ready. I'm like, all right. Yeah, she brought a whole bunch of breakfast in. And no one else here but her. So first I looked up at it and she's wearing close to nothing.
She's scantily clad.
Pretty, yeah, one little piece of clothing on.
Good.
And I know it's a morning stream, so I didn't care.
Yep, it's scantily clad, provocatively dressed, lovely. These are all appropriate adjectives here.
So the Playboy Mansion party was fun like always, but it was the first year without Hefner in there. So this is my 4th one I've gone to. So it was. She got a few offers and perks from some of the turn this sucker down. From the Playboy people there, they're trying to get her to do some stuff.
A 5 monk, 15 druid, fire elemental. Was he in fire elemental form just to cast the fire buff? No, that doesn't make sense. Maybe. Yeah, he could be dog build or bear build, and then use fire elemental form to cast the fire weapon attack buff.
My sister's birthday, she turned 60, so she came to dinner with us. And I found out something interesting. I found that she's a trust fund baby. She doesn't even have to work. She just chooses to work. Because her sister's also a trust fund baby, and it's like opposite. She's always broke, out of money until her monthly money comes in. I always borrow money from her. I was like, nice. So she's not a gold digger. Good. That's another box check so far. Okay, so where are you now? You're in Vale, right?
I'm in the Vale, but I was about to. Well, I figured once you got here, we'd get some XP going.
Yeah, saw you were doing litany. Cause she said, oh, he's doing something. I asked her, what is he doing, you know? She's like, oh, he's doing something with a bunch of skeletons, some litany. I go, oh, yeah, that's right.
My favoriteest quest.
I think I've done it once my whole life.
Well, it took me, what was it, 15 minutes for 43,000 XP, so...
Oh, wow. I'll get a lot more if I have that pot going. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, if you're flagged, but I thought you were short still.
Oh, that's right. Forkshire's the one that's flagged. Dang, I keep forgetting that.
Alright.
Okay, so I'm heading to the Vale. And I'm going to ask for a friend request, invite thingy.
Yeah, I'm trying to find you. Here we go. Invite. So let's see. We're 16. So what do I have left in this level range here?
I have, let's see. I see 3 dots on my screen. Let's see. So I'm rank 69, level 14. So they need 1.5 million. I'm at 1.494. Or 1.53 million, sorry. So it looks like a couple quests. I should be good to go.
Are you a second?
Yeah, second lifer.
Okay, so you need like 2 point something. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, you're close to leveling.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can go back and do the rage quests, which I think are not as fun. You like them a lot?
They have good gear though for a low.
They do for 15. They have pretty good gear for 15. We can do.
You can finish Ravenloft. I don't think I finished my Ravenloft. That's too low. Never mind.
Pretty sure I would destroy your XP for Ravenloft. I think.
Yeah.
I think that is passed.
Yes.
We can jump into the Vale and start rocking out those quests.
That's always
Or
good because,
we can do the 15s over on the Forgotten Realm side, which is probably what we should do. But I just hate them. But it's probably what we should do.
Okay, so I'll log out, log in to Forgotten Realms, and don't have an evening star key or nothing.
You can. Okay.
Is that right? Don't have to do that?
Yeah, probably. I'm not.
Can't do Lords of Dust yet. That's level 16.
We could do Lords of Dust.
Think we can do it? That chain? I hate that last one. I hate that last one, man.
I like the last one. I hate the second to last one.
Well, that one too, but the last one just that stupid spider chick freezes you and you gotta run around and it just
Yeah.
those big fat giant monsters that teleport and always give me trouble.
The Hezarus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one I don't mind. I just don't like the.
The second one is pretty rough, man.
The
Especially
second
in the
one.
lava area, they blast the crap out of you.
Well, just be sure to pick up a good hireling to help heal you.
And I'm gonna grab the elemental buffs. I forgot those.
Yep, go get your resistances. But yeah, we can go do the Evening Star stuff.
Okay, so we want to do Lords of Dust Chain, then that, or we want to go right to Evening Star? I'm good with going to Evening Star right away. It's fine with me.
I mean, we can go do some Lords of Dust stuff. I don't have a problem with that. I think basically we're going to reach a point very soon where we're just going to like I was actually tempted to start with the the Delira's stuff too.
That's a good one.
At some point, the Delira's the festival stuff. So I haven't done any of it yet, but I would like to hold it for next level. For you, it probably doesn't matter that much because you'll just be able to XP through whatever pretty quickly.
Okay.
Next level is going to be a problem for you, or next life.
Why?
Well, you're just gonna have to like really burn those XP pots. I feel.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
All right. I'll just go this way.
So we do Lords of Destin.
Yeah, we'll go try the first one at least.
Alright. We're gonna get a high.
I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. At least the first one.
Which is pretty good XP, so.
Yeah. So we've added some vitamin D. Sorry, not vitamin D. Vitamin B. Super B multivitamin supplement.
The B12, that one or the regular B?
Well, this is... It's got both. It's got 8 different vitamin Bs, including B12. This also contains nutmeg oil and a bunch of other stuff. Oh, I'm supposed to take 2 tablets.
Hey, there's Seamus right here next to me.
Anyway, I'm hoping that this vitamin B vitamin helps kick me in the butt. Get me a little bit extra energy here. Got a lot of crud on the agenda this week. I could use a little extra energy. Kind of tired of fighting skeletons and few of the challenges inside the Night Revel's crypt because the fact I use slashing weapons, they get damage reduction. Isn't there a... Can't you do a thing so they're... So they're bludgeoning?
I got free keys.
Oh, you might just have to hit somebody really hard then.
That's the key, right? Alright. Daily dice, need that. Another experience. Trip. We're rolling. There we go. Another jeweler's toolkit. Always good to have. I grabbed 4 different hirelings, 2 clerics, favorite soul, and a fighter. So, you let me know which one we should pull out.
You can get whichever one you want, but probably want to have the probably gonna want the healer, just to help keep you healed up here.
This favorite one, not gonna go. This guy's got a check mark. He must have done this one.
Oh hell yeah! Some Flogging Molly. Love Irish rock music.
Dropkick Murphys.
Flogging Molly doing Drunken Lullabies.
This one's got Heal, Divine Vitality, Resurrection, and Death Ward Mass.
As long as you can stay alive.
This was that Common Fall.
I can always res you at the end, but
Yeah, I got res too. And stuff, so we're good there. We got 100 res scrolls, 100
but it's just easier if you can stay alive.
Use stuff.
lullaby. Perfect. I'm gonna start some trouble in here. Nah, I'm good. The weapon buff is the main one that I needed here. There's an Irish rock and roll band in Texas called the Blackguards
Oh yeah.
that Lessa checked out on one day, and it turns out they were fans of the Cocktail Hour, and they told us that we could use any of their music that we wanted to,
Oh, that's cool.
just verbally. But yeah, it was pretty cool. You never think about people who, like, creative types who watch you or do the things that you do. You know, I mean, as a normal person. Alright, I'm gonna leave my hireling back here for now.
I'll leave my back here too.
The main reason why I'm doing that is so I can, because I want to gather a bunch of this trash up. I want to get it all up here with this one big blade barrier. Lullaby. So I asked Whitty what he thought of the Venom movie. Whitty gave me, he cried on my poo-poo parade.
You saw it?
He did not see it. He has negative interest in watching the movie. And I know
Usually
you
do, but-
you have negative interest in seeing it?
No, I want to see it. Usually I don't like those movies. I'm not interested in those, but that one I do.
Oh, so what about this one has got you excited? Because
I don't know, because... I don't know, just like the character looks kind of cool looking, Venom.
so as somebody who's not a fan of comic books, it appeals to you.
Yeah. I always liked the comic books, like for the pictures. I just never really got into like the reading the storyline. As a kid, I was always like, okay, read comic books all day long, or go play sports and do that kind of stuff, or hang out with friends, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
And if I was at home, I would be playing like Nintendo and Final Fantasy or something cool. That's all. Wasn't ever like a dislike. It was just like, was never my thing.
I know. I was telling him how my wife is really excited to go see it. But I'm not, I don't know. Whitty brought up a lot of excellent points. But I think part of the reason why my wife is excited to see it is exactly the kind of thing that you just mentioned. And why I think the movie is doing really well is that this is not a very well-known hero or anti-hero, depending on how you...
That too, I think, too, is something different.
Just part of the reason why I think Iron Man did so well is because people didn't know what to expect from Iron Man. Where something like, at least not early Iron Man, where something like Batman or Superman have been explored pretty in depth. So when it's not a Iron Man, Batman, Superman, whatever that they're expecting, it's worse. All right, so there's danger right here. I'm gonna go get these traps. Which I think is part of the reason why she was drawn to it. Same thing with Suicide Squad. Right? Not a lot of characters that she... Huh?
You like that movie?
I did not care for it a lot. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, I agree.
But I definitely don't like... I did not care for what's his name as the Joker. In particular, Leto.
Yeah.
Or whatever his name is. How many Reaper points do I have? Oh, I don't know. 5 or 6. 25. Alright, trap should be clear. At least to the door.
Okay, just dropping all this junk out of that. No, that's too good. Can't drop that. That's too good. Should drop all this off and everything. That's an open chest.
So I can get the Reaper Eyes? I have no idea. I have 660,091. Oh, you're saying I can. Oh, I see. Is it a cosmetic? It goes in a cosmetic slot?
Yeah, it's like the wings you can get. Like that.
Yeah, then I don't care.
They're pretty cool. Glowing eyes on your face.
That's fine. I just... Something has got to be pretty great for me to give up my cosmetic stuff that I already have now. Especially my hat. Like, is there anything more iconic to Samus than the Samus hat? Probably not.
Yeah, my buddy on the main server, his weakness, he wears the red hat. That's what he wears.
Nice. Now, can I give up the armor? The armor could be a lot easier than some other stuff. But again, remember that these armors and hat, they have festival resistances on them. So that's an extra 10 fire and extra 10 cold resistance that I'm getting from wearing these items, as well as... Oh, thank you. As well as, you know, looking cool. Which is part of the reason I like the new... I like the new capes. Lets me mix up my outfits a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
Alright, Bird, scratch his eyes out, would you? Nice. I should have waited. Should have waited. Mistakes were made. Good job, Bird. Trip that guy. Alright, I've got the other guy's aggro, so just help me finish this one off now. Alright, excellent. Alright, you still got your Death Ward and everything?
No, this is a different one. This has the Comet Fall.
I was making sure you had Death Ward, that was all.
Oh, gotcha. Thank you.
The Rashasha in here can be nasty if you don't have Death Ward. Excuse me. I definitely did not sleep as much as I would like to have. But I went to bed exactly the time that I thought I would. So... It's one of those today.
Ah, you sucker.
You position your hireling in such a way that you can recover it on your own?
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Well, if not, I'll send my chick after you.
Well, he don't like cold damage. Ooh.
Well, he's Indian.
That's true.
Like actual Indian, not Native American.
He's Punjabi, I can tell.
Probably.
Shadow the altar or no?
No, there's no reason. Unless we're gonna go back and shatter all the other ones.
Oh, gotcha.
I just... That chest doesn't drop anything special, so I don't worry about it anymore. I know, I am really curious to hear what other people think, specifically about this Venom movie, specifically about theaters not letting you take outside food or drink in, even though they're not allowed to do that anymore. I'm really trying to... Oh! Bad news, Home Spice. Wow.
What? Another one?
I must have rolled a one over here, yeah.
That's funny.
I mean, I could have put my gear swappable stuff on, but I figured plus 53 right now.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I really didn't think I needed to worry about it, but apparently I was incorrect. I do not know where you are at all.
It's okay. Come on, hireling.
I put my other hireling on protect you mode. Did you get tripped or something?
Yeah.
Oh, my hireling just now showed up. I put her on guard you mode, but apparently she was busy. Oh, did you find this trap also? Alright, should be safe.
Yeah, just recover through that.
Tomorrow's gonna be weird. I'm not sure we're gonna have a whole stream tomorrow. Doctor's appointment tomorrow, I believe at 2. Plus, I'd like to go get my hair cut tomorrow. So I have to look into that. Alright, Death Ward. And Resistance. Poor Thea.
I'll get her back up on.
Oh, don't worry about it. Get her in a minute. I mean, theoretically, we don't even need her, so... Man. Do you not remember these little undeads being so tough?
Yeah, they are.
Good job, Bird. Good job. I feel like I probably got some oil on my finger. Oh, Witty. I don't know if you're still there.
I'm
I
here.
get aggro.
But Tanya heard about a new oils mixture. She was watching somebody's stream or something, and their small child started having a fit. So they put some oil like on their chest or whatever, and then held the baby or the small child. I forget how old, but within like 3 or 4 minutes, the child calmed itself and stopped having issues.
Ooh, 41,000.
Interesting.
So I think she's gonna get a bottle and try some on a friend of ours' kid. If it works, we'll try to get you some.
Guinea pig.
Okay.
Well, again, my spirit animal needs all of the help calming itself as possible. We are angry. It's pretty funny. Like, she and I both were getting sick, like, at the same time. So I was like, on Facebook, I think I just said something like, I'm not sure if she's sick because I am or I'm sick because she is. But man, I wish one of us would start feeling better soon.
Have you ever seen paralyzing on a dog's collar before?
Yes.
Oh, I found paralyzing and deception too.
I mean, that's good if your dog is set up to with the sneak attack stuff.
Yeah, I think next life I'm gonna go pure arty. Or no, the life after. I'm sorry, we got one more ranger to go.
I said, because I'm kind of thinking about going pure arty. I haven't decided for sure.
You melee arty.
I might. I don't know. I haven't decided yet for sure what I'm going to do. I was thinking about looking into some stuff. I'm also thinking about doing Wood Elf, so we'll have to look at it.
What? Iconic? Heck yeah!
No, the Wood Elves aren't iconic, are they?
I thought they were, weren't they? Maybe they're
I
not.
don't think so. Let's see what the races say.
I'm thinking the other elf. Sorry, the one that has the ranger.
Yeah, no. Wood Elf is +2 Dex, -2 Intelligence. And they have a different tree. What is their tree? 2% to hit with all attacks. Point blank shot and range attacks are increased by 2.
Be right back. I'm gonna fill my coffee real quick. And switch
Okay.
my shoes. My other shoes. Killing my feet.
Child of Nature lets you entangle using a drop of blood and 10 spell points. So 1 HP and 10 spell points. That's fun. Elven weapon training. Arcane fluidity. Maybe I'd be a bard next life. Like being a bard elf cost me nothing. Except it doesn't really help with. I'd have to use a rapier instead of a dagger, so that doesn't really like line up really well. I have to stop and think about what class being a wood elf leans into. Yeah, the low DC on paralyzing does suck, but if you put it on a character, say like a pet that doesn't do a lot of damage anyway, then it adds something to the element of crowd control to the pet that is improved. Why is everybody spamming me?
Because you're so approachable.
So Tobrell has found an article about ancient proteins from unwashed dishes. And he found this article that says in Turkey. What did they find? What did they find? Involves extracting proteins from dental cellulose on fossilized teeth and analyzing the molecules to learn what the diets of ancient humans. So, what did they actually learn? What was the actual... The postshards yield proteins from numerous plants, barley, wheat, peas, and bitter vetch, as well as the blood and milk of several species of animal, including cows, sheep, and goats. They didn't just see barley, but could identify the specific structure of endosperms of the plant. Okay, so barley. The material was stored in ceramic containers in a way that suggests it was probably used to make porridge. One jar they found only whey, attempting to make cheese or yogurt, and I figure we do the second one. I'm just not going to do it on Reaper 1. I was reading an article that Tobrell sent while I waited for you. Just do it on Elite. So basically his article was this one village in Turkey also ate wheat plants to a little bit. As near as I can tell. They made porridge from barley and wheat. is basically the entirety of his article that he posted. But it was mostly about less to do with what they were eating and more to do with the fact that they were using technology to figure it out. Or try to. The yogurt thing is pretty cool, though. Because currently they do not estimate that they were making yogurt and cheese that early. Alright, I need this fan on, but I need it to not blow in my face. But I need the breeze to be in that general area. But specifically not in the eye hole. This is LA by the Briggs. Alright. We'll try this. So I have a regular headache piling on top of my migraine. Kind of sucks. Don't think I'm going to be able to pick this lock. If I remember right, this is like a 60. I can't get to 60. Well, Knox Scroll I think is 10 plus. We'll see if I get it on a 20. Yeah, I just failed on a 19. Okay. Let's see. Again, if it's 60, that means I can roll a 17 or better. Yeah, when you cross class your rogue skills, you can't always cram everything in full. Oh, got it on 20.
Charisma 7, Insightful Diplomacy 8.
I was hoping to get the bird to free kill one of those guys, but he was not down. Yeah, they're not running around for the... Ooh, am I hungry? Is that what's going on? Might just be hungry. Had a breakfast bar this morning. I'm out of my meat and cheese, so it's not like I can. Like I can just go grab a slice of meat and cheese. I guess I do have some cheese. What are they called? Baby Bellas? Oh, Light Bear got me. Nope, just get back. That'll work. Alright, is that Light Bear still there? There he is. Okay. Now with the Light Bear down, I think I can recover this for us, but yeah, that Light Bear hit me for like 3 shots of 170 apiece. I had the bird on the way out to deal with it, but I think it was just too late. Killed everything of us in this group except for your hireling. Good job there, Belith. All right. Whew. Ooh, excuse me. Jesus. Stay up there. Okay, you should be able to target those guys from up there.
Oh, shit, I fell down.
Okay, well.
That's alright.
I'm just trying to keep everything sound bursted. Okay. Fire off a power drain. This way. This is your favorite part of the quest. So kind of stay back this way a little bit. Yep.
Massive frost damage from my rune arm. Whoa, that's dope. You definitely want this rune arm in here. Quarantine.
I have not been fortunate enough to pick any of the new rune arms up. You and Shu and Thakar have gotten all of the rune arms lately. Yeah, I am not successfully sound bursting that guy, by the way. I can keep the other two distracted, but they are not sound bursting. And then you gotta get on the last one.
Oh, you got him.
I can make chicka chicka sounds too. Chicka chicka chicka.
Just healing up over here.
I really thought the bird was going to kill that guy.
Me too. What's up with that?
I don't know. It's not like my bird not to kill a guy.
Wow, it's 790 to that dude with my rune arm. Frost. Jeez.
He loved you.
Yeah,
Loved you
alright.
long time. Oh, I XP capped. Dang it.
I'm almost level. This question knocked me over. Then we can go do what he calls. Not relevant. I got 3 keys too.
That's a little aggravating though. Is there still a guy back there?
I just killed him. I froze him. He's dead.
Yeah, I almost put a roast in the crock pot this morning. If it was
Nice.
thawed, I would have done it, but I did not, so not sure what I'm gonna eat today. But now I want to like eat my own arm off. Arr.
I had a good breakfast.
Man flesh. I mean, worst case scenario, I think I got a little bit of bacon left and a couple of. I mean, I could go pick up some duck eggs out of the yard for sure.
There you go.
So I have plenty to eat. I just
Don't want to prepare it. I guess.
no, not that. I just it's not meaty enough.
Okay.
I need more meats.
Is it? Right there.
Alright, I would pause your hireling again. Because we're just gonna run through this. You're gonna want to be quick like a bunny.
We're doing this, we're just running through it. Oh, we're gonna kill them all? Alright.
Well, we gotta kill these.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna shrine. Oh man. Yeah.
Give me 30 seconds while I try. Pull up my nose real quick.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Interesting. Well, something weird is going on with my Twitch right now.
Your Twitch is weird.
Yeah, I think I got too many animated GIFs all at once, so it's like. Boop. Boop. Let's get resistances also. Mostly that one, but a little bit of this one. I didn't know the resist. What am I thinking, Dorcas? Bird. Oh, you're not. Bird didn't finish him. Bird was a disappointment. Bird, I never asked you for nothing but killing all these guys. Sounded like Tobrel. It's fine. You sound very, very far away.
There we go. Gotta put my mic down. There we go.
There's a wee bit of murder going on over here.
There we go.
Alright, bird. I ain't never asked you for nothing.
Here's some frost for your weapons. You see the damage you'll do now.
Three more. Yeah. Alright, good. That heal
There
landed.
you go.
I was a little
Yeah,
concerned.
I put my hireling on you this time.
Yeah, I was concerned that my heal was not going to land.
No, I got it for you.
Alright, Solus are probably not going to just randomly get murdered, but we'll give it a shot.
Whoa.
Yep, Solus, they hit real hard.
He ain't no joke, is he? Ain't no punk, is he?
No. Oh no, that's the end of the playlist? No, come on. With the exception of like one song, it was pretty great. Alright.
Yeah. Okay.
Punka? Punka?
That's what I said, punka.
Punka, punka, punka? Alright, let's see what is in our daily list here.
I've got grunge going.
We'll turn on some birds. Turn, turn, turn.
There
Oh. Excuse me. Need to go check the one playlist here pretty soon and see how many songs we have. If we have more than a dozen or so, I'll start going through and getting them added to that playlist. Wretched Rashashas.
I hate this stupid failure all the time. UMD, roll to 5, failure. Never roll a 6, failure. Roll 7, pass. Like you.
Oops.
I know, it's part of the game.
It is.
Still frustrating.
I mean, it just gets better as your skills go up, so.
Yep.
Although I'm kind of surprised you're not, like, if you're been put your level ups in it,
Oh, yeah, every level.
I'm not real sure why you're probably not.
I'm like 89% from like my resurrection and heal, that kind of stuff.
I mean, you should be pretty close to.
See my 75% for my tensors, and then it's 75% for my greater heroism and those things.
It still seems kind of low. You wearing a charisma item?
Yeah. Charisma 7, I think, 6, something like
Hmm.
that. I fell through the floor, so.
It's fine, we're on our way down. I was just finishing that priest. Did we get the dogs? Did I get her before she summoned her dogs? Alright, I'll take that. Shrine now too, I guess. I assume you're not shrining, right?
No, I just trying to. So dog, you're gonna get that. And you're gonna get that. And you're gonna get this.
I have a feeling a friend of mine's breakup went worse. He
They're always fun, aren't they?
his he and his girl had a falling out. I think that's probably, if possible, somehow even worse than it was before. She I think that she was unhappy for a long time, so she talked him into having another kid.
If I'm unhappy, why the heck would I want to have another kid? It just makes like no sense. I don't like onions on my hamburger. Give me some more onions.
I think it has something to do with the fact that the thing in her life was being a mom at the time, and now she's back to school and doing her own, living her own life.
That's what happens when people get married too young and have kids too
Well,
young.
that's just it. They're not married at all. That's the problem. They've been engaged forever.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The cycle being together for so long, it's like almost married to me in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Hey, working.
that's
Trying to
it.
get better.
I'm one of those people. I really point out the difference between like being engaged for a really long time and being married. Like, it's not the same. You're not engaged. You break it off. Whatever.
Yeah, how's it going?
Morning.
What's going on there, princess?
Oh, I was up late.
Oh, who was the girl? Who you got with?
Oh, no, what's that?
His name was Frank.
Frank and Beans. Frank and Beans.
Working my main character's TR. I just TR this weekend.
Oh, nice.
Got to get that 5% bonus XP.
Heck yeah, player.
Just looking at you, you look like, are you hardcap, Simus?
I did it without realizing it
Oh, okay.
when we stepped into this quest. Some optional, I think, fired it off, probably. Or I just didn't look before I stepped into this quest. I'm pretty beat.
Okay.
I'm not going to deny. But yeah, I'm going to take 17 when we're done with this. And then...
I'll take 15, yeah. And it's
then
Night
we'll-
Rebels, I think, right? They're playing?
Yeah, we can do a little bit of Night Rebels.
Oh, yeah, I got 3 keys. Sweet!
Oh, that'd be awesome. I'm on my 17.
Yep. So my
Oh, grab.
my big concern is that we're gonna start some people's third life TRs here, and I'm gonna at some point probably just leave people in the dust XP wise, and it's gonna bother me.
What'll have to happen is the days that you're not playing, just have to run these characters like me and, Thought here.
That's it. Part of what I'm thinking about doing is adding a different game to the rotation for Fridays.
There you go. See?
Kind of having a day for, I don't know, it depends if I can get people who are interested. I'll try that Pathfinder's adventure game. I think it's like $40, so if we can get $40 worth of donations this week, we'll take a look at picking that game up if people are interested. If not,
It costs $40 for everybody?
no. I mean, it's $40 a person, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's a single player game, though. It's a Steam game.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we can look at it as we wrap up the stream here. But, yeah, it's a $40 single player game. Which is why I was thinking about doing something a little different. So this would give people an extra day, like all day Friday, to play catch up or whatever.
Yep. Oh.
I don't actually know if it's any good. I have a friend who's been playing it. They give it pretty high marks. but they kept comparing it to things that I don't have a lot of experience with. But it kind of reminds me of more like Might and Magic style, but from
Cool.
third-person point of view. Well, they
Yeah,
talk
that's first
specifically
person.
about
Yeah.
how you have to do a lot of like, you can do things live or you can do things pause and do stuff kind of situations.
Oh, what you hit me for? Dude, I didn't hit you.
They just shift aggro's all. Trying to keep them both, but
I'm trying to hit. Oh, there you go. You'll get it now.
excellent. Pull your guy to the side or something so he doesn't get croaked.
There we go. Now heal me. Raise me, chick.
Athena popping some hit points.
Hey, why are you not resing me, chick? Right in front of me, please. Thank you.
Is she in standstill mode?
No, she's on guard me mode.
Put
There
her
we go.
put her in attack mode. Yeah. Nope. Get the Hezuru.
Operation, here it goes. Aw, symbol stunning, huh? You slug.
Alright. You can go back to killing whoever you want now.
Measures down.
Hey, I've got a random question.
Sure.
Does the DDO forum still put like known issues somewhere? Cause I couldn't find where they're.
I think so.
You know what? I'm not 100% sure that they listed any place.
Yeah, cause used to always be like linked with the patch notes, but not anymore.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure they still do that. I know the wiki keeps a list of known issues, but I don't think it's the same as I mean, it's not the most up to date.
Alright, leveled. Woohoo! Wow, that was nice. 51,000.
Alright, I'm gonna head back, get leveled up myself. And then I guess we'll get ready for some Night Rebel action.
Heck yeah, I'm stoked. So with something that's armor piercing plus 10, that means 10% bypass fortification?
Correct.
Okay.
Oh my god, here's a t-shirt I would buy. It says, roses are red, violets are blue, taxation is theft, the state's robbing you. That's hilarious.
Since we're leveling, I need to use the can.
Oh man. Put my points in my spot so I can find my way out of a paper bag here. Let's see, acid, cold, or sonic. Normally I would do sonic, but I actually feel like acid is probably going to be better in the long run for this build, and by long run I mean the next like week. I mean, it's just really a hunch. It's not anything I have particularly assurance of.
Okay, well, I'm out of here.
Alright, my friend, you have a great one.
Bye.
Oh man, my eyes, they burn. They burns. Level 17. Doesn't mean we can get well-rounded yet, which sucks. So we put another point in our PRR. Then where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? I don't know. I guess we can pick up another wisdom. Oh, now we can finally cast the blur. Although blur really isn't necessary as long as we're wearing the... Oh, as long as we're using this bow. But it does give us another 2 armor class, 5 delight, and spell power. Probably. Moving in stereo. Alright, so we can make a Silence the Wicked so the enemy can't cast spells for 4 seconds, or pick up 3% double shot. You guys know me. I love me some attacks. Alright, let's look at this again.
Oh, holy sniper, I didn't even know that was in that tree. Cool.
We can get up to 10 extra double shot. That's pretty sweet. Or we can make this... Man, you'd like the loudest at putting your headset on and off.
Oh, is it loud? Sorry.
Or we can pick up another weapon attack that mutes again for 4 seconds. It's not the worst. I feel like the double strike, double shot's gotta be better though in the long run, right? Basically 5% more double shot.
That's good.
Yeah, let's do this. Then I don't have to put another thing on my bar. Let's see. We also need to switch a level 5 spell for... Apparently nothing. Whoa, 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 no. So Slay Living is Necromancy, but Destruction is also Necromancy. I didn't think they were both Necromancy. I'm getting flame arrows off of this wand.
Works great.
I mean, it works okay.
Oh, you found your keys from last year, huh?
Me? No.
Oh wow, looks like you have like 60 keys.
No, I have 14 keys.
Oh. Oh, that's a 10, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a 10. I just like that being like that. This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. I almost never cast either of these spells. Buffs. Almost never cast this or that. I want to figure out a place to put Disruption. Guess we go like this. All right. Yeah, I have to get another flame one. That other one broke with like 15 charges, and I wasn't gonna fix it. That was ridiculous. The main reason why the flaming arrows thing actually is worth bothering with right now is that we have a high enough return rate that it's keeping it running. Otherwise, I'd just be using the House D arrows. Just not worry about it. But I mean, it costs 1,000 gold to, with like an 80% return rate. It's totally worth doing.
If you had fletching, it'd be even better.
That's what I'm saying, because of fletching, I can I get that 80% returning. Otherwise, I don't think they're necessarily great. It's in the falconry tree. Meticulous fletching, whatever. Yeah, it's because of this. Just your ammunition in general. So, like, for example, I have fired off 3 charges of my wand today. We've done, what, 3 or 4 quests, plus I ran around the Explore Zone. I've almost got through this first stack of 500 arrows. It doesn't say that it's there, but it's there. This tree is great, man. Like, you get your bird. The bird's not necessarily the greatest, but by itself. But you can pick up some PRR. You pick up some healing amp. By that point, you unlock fletching, and you're done. If that's all you do, you pick up a pretty reasonable attack. Then your bird starts becoming pretty good. Is this the trip? Yeah, this is the trip. You grab your sprint boost. I mean, so for 1, 4, I mean, you can pick up any one of these things for your 5th point. Pick up your fletching, and like, you're good to go. It's got a lot of low hanging fruit for very cheap.
Exactly.
If you are Vita, or if you're not, you haven't unlocked it, it is worth purchasing, I think. Which you can just buy straight out of the store for, I think it's around 14 bucks. Which is a little high, probably, but the more I play play with the tree, the more I think it's probably fine. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Because it's like white plume something. Also, I have to... Because I have bought it, I don't know if I'll be able to find it again. Yeah, because I already bought it. They don't have it in there again. Now, let's see if I can find it real quick. Clinga Clinga. Yeah, it's this White Plume Mountain bonus items. It's 1,495 DDO points, which is a little higher, but it's fine. You get a couple cosmetics, which are not really that big of a deal, but you pick up these 5 sentience essences per server. Which is pretty good. Then you get the falconry tree, which is pretty good. So it's got quite a bit of value. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. This is actually a really good Iron Man series, by the way. Doctor Doom and Iron Man go back in time and help Merlin and King Arthur. Pretty good.
Heck yeah.
You know what? You should, with Comixology, take a look at picking up some stuff. I think, or better yet, I haven't started it yet myself, but there's a podcast called Wolverine the Long Night. It's an audiobook podcast.
Nice.
And I haven't started it. I do have it downloaded and it's on my phone for the next time I'm doing something like that. You should check it out, Mr. I don't like comic books. I like the pictures. Infinitely says pretty soon there are going to be builds made mainly out of universal trees, with the class enhancements not being the focus. I'm actually really considering that hardcore. I mean, you can see that now. Like, I got 41 points in falconry, and I'm just now kind of working my way up the war soul tree. And it really doesn't even matter that much. My other point is 1 point in Beacon of Hope, and 4 points in my Wizard Splash. However, I did focus on experimenting with this tree in particular, so
Alright, let's look this all done in my bank, everything I need. What's that?
yeah, I'm gonna see if I can't find just like a quick bite here that's not another bar. But I'm standing by the Delirious thing. Back in just a minute. Oh, alright. I think I know what the problem is, folks. I think I realized this morning when I went to drink or take my tea bags out of my tea that it has had twice as many tea bags in it as usual.
I'll do it.
Plus, one of the pills I take for my migraines is like really heavy in caffeine. So I think I've just got like a triple dose of caffeine this morning, which is making me kind of bleh.
How's Jay on my way? Leaving the ship.
I got my components and on the way.
I got 3 keys and 124 chocolates. I'm starting.
Uh-oh. Here's trouble. Voodoo and Nivmin are running around doing...
Yeah, they've been doing that like all day.
Yeah, I saw their tweet. Or their... I saw that they were live. There's Thought Car. Thought Car's ready.
I'm right here.
Thought Car's ready to go. Alright, so you guys all have keys.
Yep, 3 of them.
I have 6.
Okay. So you go to the bottom one, right?
Yeah, for the quests, yeah.
I haven't done it since they changed.
And it's got all those up in here. Plus the little guides in here too. And do Haberdasher first, that's the easiest
I don't know. I don't really care. As long as we have a pattern, like I'd kind of rather work our way one way around.
Alright.
So like I know where we're at.
Perfect.
I
Alright.
just need 30 seconds for a cold lemonade. I'll be right back.
Man, it's like we're just all just gonna take our times going more AFKs. More AFKs. More AFKs. AFKs for days. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna finish up here in half an hour, 45 minutes. Somewhere in this this window. Try to maybe lay down, see if I get some sleep. I feel so exhausted too. That's the other problem. Which is weird. I want to go to sleep even though I'm pretty sure I'm on a huge caffeine high. But ever since my son was born and I stayed up for like 48 hours before he was born, I have never really had a problem sleeping on caffeine. Finley says... Oh, go ahead.
Ready.
And Finley says, my character right now is a level 971 Ranger, Wizard, Artificer, going for 10 Wiz in the end, but uses Vishante and Ranger Tempest to get sort of a detour around the Wiz life. I mean, that'll do it.
There you go. That will definitely do it.
I mean, personally, I'm a big fan of your Combat Wiz. I'm also a big fan of your not Combat Wiz. Does anyone see this guy? Oh, here he is. Yeah, freaking ninja. Alright, what are our quest objectives? Defeat the shambling undead. Destroy the undead that drop in. Destroy the Frau creatures prowling below. Destroy the guy. Locate and kill Vorn. Alright. You know, I kind of half remember this version of the quest from before.
Yeah, that Vorn guy like spawns over here in the corners. It's kind of sneaky, yeah.
That's no big deal. Doesn't he like spawn behind the staircase or under the staircase or something?
Yeah, right around here.
Yeah, no, ain't no thing. Ain't no thing like a chicken wing. Man, chicken wings sound good now. Shouldn't have said
Okay,
that. New challenge is this year's grave work. Yeah, it's fine. Won't be a problem. Ooh.
Hey, Mummy. Mummy's on fire.
The one quest with all the miniatures. Not sure I know what you're... Alright, big arrow on that dude's head. Big fat mobs with dual axes. Well, that sounds hot. Who doesn't like a big fatty with a big ol' axe? Protect the cavern! And this guy's got some hit points on him.
I don't know. Getting milked.
Milk anything with the teat, I guess.
Nice, 36,000.
17 spooky almonds.
Yep.
Oh, here's a
Chest.
chest too, yep.
Nice.
Kind of poopy,
Plus 9 con, spot 16 necklace.
I think I have a splinter or something in the heel of my foot.
I'm sure Thugger will come over and suck it out.
Nice. Appreciate that.
With the leech.
You should volunteer more people to suck on my feet. That'd be pretty great.
People lost there to be using leeches.
Alright.
Thugger's
So,
like, I'm gonna come kill him in his sleep. Be love, you're gonna die in your sleep, buddy. Just wait.
Alright, so have a dashed. 3 times every life. Uber okay, well, I'm working on it, man. I mean, if I had enough dollars, I could be I would be a triple completionist right now. Or a completionist of everything right now. You know how little it'd cost me to, like, they're not little, but how much time it would save me if I could just, like, box my way. Like, it'd take me, what, a day and a half, like 6, let's call it 4 hours to go to level 8. Let's call it 6 hours to get to level 8. I'd have to get one of the TR bypass timers or whatever it's called. I'd be TRing so fast. Yeah, Reaper Wings at 75 points. That'd probably take a little bit longer. That'd be the hardest part, probably. But I would kind of follow Deep Reap's example and, like, kind of follow their examples.
You mean like do range and kite till your head falls off?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
We're learning where to stand to, like, pike real good.
Yeah.
Or not pike real good, but, like, and find all the best places to stand. I think they play the game on a different level than I play it because of stuff like that. They just inherently I probably wouldn't get carried. I mean, I get carried at first, but once I learn the ins and outs, I think I'd be okay.
Yeah.
Vampire.
Just be careful you don't put your back to a wall so she doesn't teleport behind you into the wall.
She don't like the cold damage very much either.
Victory.
Do I use Divine Power for the base attack bonus? Basically, yeah. 'Cause I believe it also adjusts your double shot number. I could be full of S. I know it helps your PRR. Have I seen the new Astral Projector rune arm yet? I have not. That'll probably be the first new rune arm I managed to earn. Is the one from Collectible or from this Night Rebels.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna get first thing.
Snitch and the Lich. Kids ready?
Yep. This is my last one. I gotta go get more keys. I have 3.
What you keep saying? That is what you keep saying, Johnny.
Want some buffs? Here you go.
This one's got Divine Vitality too, so I'll give you some back for casting.
I'm kind of hoping to take a nap here in like 15-20 minutes, Titan. We'll see. I might get a second wind any second, and then if that's the case, I don't know. I really need to get back in the habit of getting to the gym.
Yes, you do.
So I should, instead of taking a nap, just go to the gym, but...
Yeah. Or ride your bike.
Oh, I can't ride my bike today.
Why not?
It's raining pretty nasty. We're in a flood warning even. But also, I'm concerned that my bike is... even though I'm technically not over the weight limit for my bike, I'm concerned that I am unofficially am. Like, I think the bike has a... I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on with it. But, it's got an enclosed rear axle, which I don't think I like. And the gear shift inside that goes to it, for some reason, rotates. And if it rotates more than like 15 degrees, it basically will ruin the axle.
Do you like fixed wheels?
Do I like fixed wheels? What do you mean?
There's no gear, it's just straight pedal forward, pedal backwards.
That's what I was afraid you were gonna say. Not really. I mean, I basically leave my... The thing is, I basically leave my bike as it is in high gear all the time.
Okay.
I very rarely adjust it. Because its highest gear is not really that high. But I would probably adjust it more if I was less worried about this axle.
Gotcha. I like the fixed wheel.
I just would like very much to not ruin this like $1,000 axle.
Oof.
So
Wow.
yeah, I was pretty annoyed. The first time this happened, the thing is that I've had this gear adjuster slippage happen like 3 or 4 times is the problem. And the first time it happened, it ruined the axle.
Can you get like an aftermarket one or something to make it more structurally sound?
I don't
Add-on
think
or something?
so. The thing is that their new model has something different. Oh, I guess I could destruction things, can't I? Their new model has a different kind of linkage.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure that they have dealt with this problem. But the first time it I managed to convince them that it was under the warranty
Nice.
because it was like, I don't know, I'd barely gotten it. Like, I think I had it for like less than 2 weeks. But they like insisted that it wasn't their fault. But they wanted me to send back the axle, the old axle right away. Well, it was, I had went on vacation that weekend. Like, we had went to Gen Con. And I was at Gen Con, and I tried to use my debit card, and it told me that I was overdrawn on my account. I was like, what the hell, man? Like, I've got plenty of money for a vacation. So I called my bank thinking that someone had stolen my credit card at Gen Con or something, or my debit card at Gen Con.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out that they had decided that I had not sent them the axle quick enough, and they charged my credit card that was on file still. Or my debit card that was on file still. And I was like, I called them. I'm like, what are you doing? You can't, one, keep someone's credit card information on file after the fact. That's against the law. And two, you certainly can't just charge my account without my permission, even if you did keep it on file like that. So I think what happened is in the course of that conversations, I got my money back, but do you need to answer the phone?
Yeah, we're gonna. Hello?
Alright, Thought-Gar, how many keys do you have?
I had 6 and we did, what, 4 quests? I have 2?
We did 3.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so
3.
you should have 3 more. Alright, this is what you're telling me?
Yes, affirmative.
Alright. I will give V-Love 3 keys and we'll just keep moving.
Paint telemarketers.
Alright, take these 3 keys and we'll get the next. We'll do 3 more here and then we'll go look for keys.
Oh, thank you.
Alright.
You want to do the 3 quick ones then, and then save the 2 long ones for the later, or?
I mean, I was just gonna keep working around this circle. Are these long?
These 2 are the longest, but yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
How long is long?
Twice as long as the others, I guess.
Oh, whatever.
Okay.
Oh, they're 10 minutes long instead of
25.
yeah.
25 minutes.
It says duration 25 on average, I guess.
Whatever. We'll see.
These are new. Let's do it. Let's dance with the devil.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah. All right, whatever.
Let me give you some buffage. 30, please.
Alright, let's get some souped up here. Let's get you some fire.
All right, let's see. What's the things? Rescue the Necromancer. Find a way to the old settlement. Slay some Minotaur skeletons. Reassemble the skeleton, the big guy. Kill the Supreme Pumpkin. Alright, and this is basically the one quest. Okay, this can't be that big of a deal.
See if Thought-Gar some greater heroes on.
Oh yeah, I was...
They can't roll higher than a freaking 6 to be great. There we go. 99%. That works.
Anyway, so I think in the course of events, getting my money back for them charging me for something that they shouldn't have charged me for, they lost my paperwork on my bike sale.
Wow.
So I'm pretty sure I'm no longer, like, I just think the woman, because I was really mad. I mean, I was on vacation doing stuff, and I fully admit I probably crossed some lines with this girl. Who probably just thought she was.
Going on.
Yeah, she probably just thought she was doing her job or whatever. but I like. Again, I felt like someone had literally robbed me of $1,000+
Oh yeah.
while I was on vacation.
Well, she was probably listening to Taking Care of Business and sipping on a cappuccino.
Yeah. So, like I said, I pretty much lost it on her, and I think that she was like, well, if this a-hole is gonna, yell at me about that, I'm just gonna lose this paperwork or whatever. So, like,
Exactly.
I've tried getting them, because it's got a 10-year warranty, or a lifetime warranty, but it's like 10 years on drivetrain, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So they've again, they can't seem to find a bunch of my paperwork, and then the my repair person even can't find my paperwork. So like he tried getting them to get information. He's like, yeah, nobody knows where you got this bike from. Like, this bike was never built. It never existed. He's like, I looked up the paperwork, or I found the serial number and blah blah blah, and it's like, yeah, this never was made. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Aliens
Take a
dropped it
picture
off.
of it. I'll be on the phone doing circles on my driveway, taking a video of it, saying, yeah, this bike isn't built. Yep, wasn't built, you're right.
But yeah, so
This is the manufacturer you're talking to? Your credit card company?
the manufacturer,
Oh.
basically, again, they knew it was there. They refunded my money. They sent me the part that was broken. Like, they took care of all of it, but then they basically went, alright, well, we're done with you now forever. On this bike, I think is what happened. Oh, we didn't search the forest enough yet.
I think I know where the guy is out there.
Okay.
Want me and Thog to go get it?
No, I'll go with you guys in a second here.
Yeah, my saves, my DCs aren't hitting good, so
For your blade barriers or whatever.
implosion and death to undead.
Yeah, I forgot my I forgot components for Undeath to Death. Alright, where are we going? Over this way, probably? Back towards the beginning. So, I'm a little bit worried, because right now the bike is in working condition. I thought a friend of mine was going to buy it. Like, I really thought he was interested, and then I was going to buy a new version of a similar bike. Like, one that had a chain-driven rear axle and was not enclosed axle.
Yeah.
So you see that thing smoking over there, that chimney?
Sure.
That's it, I think.
Okay.
I think,
But when he found out how much it was going to be,
Oh,
he
wow.
kind of got a little bit scared. It's like a $2,000 bike. I was like, yeah, I'll probably get. I'd hook you up for about $1,000. He's like, oh, that's scary. You know what I mean? I'm like, I spent. I think I bought it for $18. It cost me $300 to ship it. So, like, you're getting a pretty good deal. Hey, where'd the alert come from?
It's for me, I can't find you guys. You're just running around finding your dots. I'm gonna die.
Oh, you're back. Okay.
we went back toward Doris.
Yeah, I think you missed it when we said we're going back to the beginning.
Yeah, I'm gonna die.
Can you D-door?
I can get out. Being surrounded by 150 of these things.
Okay, well, we'll come find you if you are in trouble.
Alright, D-doored out. Jeez. Yeah, I got stunned. I was falling behind you guys. Something tripped me, and then I got stunned, and then you guys were off my map way up a second.
Alright.
So we're straight west of you.
So I think we're going back in that building now, right?
I'm at the beginning.
Yeah. I mean, just kind of following what's going on. Now we gotta go fight our way probably back to the end fight of the old quest.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can just go meet him.
Last time I was up there was a rare pumpkin. Oh well.
Alright, bro. I think you're mostly safe now. Love, you want to come back down
Yeah.
to the bridge? Dakar will be here in a second if he's not already here. So, I'm a little bit hesitant to ride my bike right now anyway. But I do like to ride the stationary bikes at the gym.
Yeah, I'm an elliptical guy.
I wish I could use the elliptical, but I can't keep my pants up.
Time up.
To be the guy, I tie them up real good. I don't have much of a bum, my friend.
Oh, gotcha.
I need I have to wear suspenders. I don't think they make sports suspenders. Alright, people make this or nay? Alright. Pull these guys up here. Your implosion is landing.
It seems about 50%.
50's fine.
Yeah, that's okay.
I mean, for First Life in particular, I mean...
Mowing them down.
It is possible we need to go fight those Minotaurs that V-Love activated. I've not seen the alert go down yet. Don't stop killing Minotaur skeletons now. Alright. Yeah, I just saw you like hit 4 dudes here.
Oh yeah, that was a sweet roll.
Yeah, you must have been on this side of the bridge. Alright. Killer Kisses Bridge.
Fuselage, here we go.
I don't know, I've always loved the Night Rebels thing.
Me too.
I think maybe like when I was a kid, my aunt used to throw great Halloween parties. I always looked forward to it.
Well, I don't really. Actually, the one that I don't care for is the springtime one, the anniversary one. That one's kind of like, eh.
Yeah. Yeah, they gotta juice that up a little.
As long as there's a reason for me to do an event, I'll be happy to have an event. Oh, there's a bunch of guys out here that want to come in. Oh, but you guys are trapped because of the weeds. Oh, that's sad. I thought destruction worked on everything.
I did, right?
It works on everything. Destruction.
Not in the undeads and the.
Alright. You ready? We lowered our aggro. No run back to the what? Alright. Apparently I can't reach up there today. Ooh, yeah. And it's probably the wife done with working. Means this might end up being the last one for me today, boy, or this morning. What's up, darling?
Well, I called him into the
The
text
sugar
message,
plum?
but now I'm thinking I should cancel it because I don't think I can have her pushing him on me.
I think you should probably go in case it's something that's out of alignment. That's the problem.
What I was thinking too. Her, so I had to have her. I can't even breathe.
You're gonna have to just put stuff on it. Put some cool salt on it. See if it helps.
The fatigue really fun. It didn't help. I took diazides and pepper. It didn't help.
Is it a muscle pain or is it a upset pain?
It's definitely more on up here in the outer region. It's not inside my stomach.
But is it a muscle pain? Alright, well then put some more Coolsol on it.
Maybe it is. I don't know.
I always say rub some dirt on it and get back in the game.
It's really gonna hurt when she pushes on me. Anywhere she pushes. Just breathe.
No traps? Okay, cool.
Well, if there is, I didn't see it.
Come on. Don't talk to her about it.
Nice. Minotaur Chieftain will never rest. Okay. Come here, buddy. Captain
Just getting
Slope.
blasted. Lights out. The party's over.
Alright. They want us to kill another 63 Minotaur.
Wow.
That seems terrible.
Like a lot, doesn't it? Ooh, Seeker 8, Shorebow, +5, double shot.
Also, there's a kill the Supreme Pumpkin, which I would imagine will be either back at where the old shrine was or back here somewhere. So I'm gonna jump over to this way.
Yeah, last time I seen it in the woods by where we did that one up.
By the Necromancer.
I guess he's random.
So I have to suspect that he's got a couple of points here. I guess these twig blights aren't such a big deal at not level 11. Alright.
No scarecrows.
Ugh.
Do you have an idea on tonight's rockin' and rollin'?
Probably just more of this.
Okay. Cool.
Grizzly Pumpkin Patch. If the guy's not here, I don't know where he'd be. I'm gonna check up here by this shrine. Scarecrows. No, better fall over this ghostly patch real quick and see if it's something that just spawns when you walk through here. Yep, okay. Are you sure he wasn't over here?
Mary's down there. There's something down there in the pumpkin patch. You guys are fighting it right here, man.
Yeah, that's what I suspect that he spawns here. I don't know how he was over there unless that pumpkin patch can move.
Oh, I think I was a beholder I saw at the other spot somehow once.
Okay.
Thought.
Okay.
Ireland Gomez thought.
I mean, worst case scenario, just run him up to the shrine too.
I'm coming down. Yeah. Alright, I thought he was on his way down there. Sucker.
Oh, there's a chest over here.
Oh. Silver, Holy Rapier 3 stabbing and dex damage. Wow.
It's not the worst.
Yeah.
Alright, can we get a detour?
Yes, sir.
Ugh.
And I've already got 2 bubbles. I mean, 3 bubbles and a half already.
Oh. Oh well, whatever. I guess I have plenty of thingamabobs now.
Here you go, Vila, take this loot, my inventory's full.
Alright, boys. Well, I'd love to stick around and do stuff, but I think I think we're gonna take care of some business. Check on the wife, do some things. Mississippi Marching Band performs halftime skit showing doctors holding SWAT members hostage. And they have like little fake AR-15 style weapons.
I think we call them rubber ducks. They're like plastic fakes.
Well, they're not even the full size. They're just little. The skit featured students wearing medical scrubs and using toy rifles to shoot down other students dressed as police officers. The paper said the teens were enacting a scene from the movie John Q.
I was just say it's John Q, isn't it?
I have not seen it.
Yeah, it's a great movie. Denzel.
Yeah, I've seen the wings and such. They're not the worst. That is for sure.
Do you think you'll be back later this evening, Vila, or?
Yeah, I'll be back probably normal time. I'm gonna go in at 5. I used to work till about 10 my time, so it'll be about midnight your time. Maybe early, probably earlier. Maybe a little earlier than that.
could just maybe get a few keys while we, you know.
Yes.
Well, some off time. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna check and see what's going on. I imagine Voodoo is doing that hoodoo. Yeah, he's still streaming. So I'm just gonna send everybody that direction. Be back 10 o'clock my time. So in about 6 hours, give or take, maybe a little early, depends on what's going on with the wife. And we'll see you guys real soon. Thanks for hanging out. Toodles. And countdown, countdown, countdown. 7 seconds till I can hit the raid over button. So silly. So silly. Alright. Toodles.